In this video, I will try to find the answer for this expression based on z equals e to the 2 pi I divided by 5. If we power z to the 5th power, we eliminate this 5 at the bottom, and we're going to add e to the 2 pi I, which is the cosine of 2 pi, plus I, the sine of 2 pi, and then 2 to the 5th power equal 1 because the cosine of 2 pi is 1 and the sine of 2 pi is 0. And this is 1. Now let's do some algebra here. Let's group this, and then we factor the 4z, all the 4's together here, 4z to the 5th. And we're going to have 1 plus c plus z to the 2nd plus c to the 3rd. I will leave the 5z to the 4 here. I'm going to factor 4z to the 5th times 1 plus z plus z squared plus z to the 3rd, and I will leave the 5z to the 9 intact. I'm going to factor these two out. It's going to be 1 plus z plus z to the 2nd plus z to the 3rd times 1, because there's a 1 here, invisible. 1 plus 4z to the 5th plus the 5z to the 4 plus 5z to the 9. And from these two, I'm going to factor 5. I'm going to leave 1, 5z to the 4 here, 1 plus z squared plus z to the 3rd, 1 plus 4z to the 5th, plus I will factor out 5, the z to the 4 also, and now I will have 1 plus z to the 5th power here. And now remember, z to the 5th power equal 1. Therefore, I will have 1 plus z squared plus z to the 3rd times 1 plus 4 times 1 plus 5 z to the 4, and here 1 plus 1, which is 2. From here, I have 5, 1 plus z squared plus z to the 3rd plus 5 plus 10. Okay, plus let me leave the 5 here. 5 z to the 4 times 2. And then I will factor out these two 5. I'm going to put it out. New parentheses. And I will have 1 plus z to the 2nd plus z to the 3rd plus 2nd plus 2 to z to the 3rd plus 2z to the 4. Now, this is 5 times 1 plus z to the 2nd plus z to the 3rd plus z to the 4 plus another z to the 4 coming from these two. And now from here to here, we can replace that by the division 5. This is going to be z to the 5th minus 1 divided by z minus 1. Let me I don't want to write parentheses yet. Then it's going to be plus z to the 4. But z to the 5th equal 1. Therefore, this is going to be 5 times 1 minus 1, which is 0, over z minus 1 plus z to the 4. But this is going to be 5 times z to the 4. And now we reduce the whole thing of 5 times z to the 4. The whole expression equal 5 times z to the 4. Now let's see what is the answer. It will be 5 times e to the 2 pi I over 5 times 4 to the 4 power, which is going to be 5 times e to the 2 pi I 8 over 5. Let's see how it would reduce that in the unit circle. And okay, hold on. Let's do some algebra first. This is going to be 5 times e to the 5 pi over 5 plus 3 pi, because 5 plus 3 is 8. Everything divided by 5. And then I will have 5 times e to the 5 pi over 5 times e to the 3 pi over 8 over 5. And this is 5 times e to the pi times e to the 3 pi over 5. But e to the pi, there's I everywhere. But e to the pi I is -1, because this is 5 times cosine of pi, which is -1, plus I sine of pi, which is 0, times e to the 3 pi over 5I. Therefore, this is going to be 5 times -1 times e to the 3 pi I over 5. And the final answer is going to be -5 e to the 3 pi I over 5. Therefore, the answer is -1. The answer is E. The answer of this problem is letter E.